Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides. FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Redskins.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Come on, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! 25. Check 25. Check 25.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Redskins' 18. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Redskins' 16-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. You gonna take it.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
52's in Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Kill. My 52. You got
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
He's crazy. He's checking crack. He's checking. Crash. Stop. Switch. 36. Let's go. Come on.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Pollard going to try the right side, and he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 12.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They're going to look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 34.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Ready. 6 yards. Get that quarterback at all costs. Watch twist.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Pollard. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Right here.
They'll look to throw here. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run. This is Bernard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Giovanni Bernard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Haskins. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run on first down with Jackson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
52, come on. You ain't going nowhere. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go, Ty.
From the 31, Haskins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
17 yards that time at a Washington first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
On second down now. Pollard, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
On the double, the Mike. 50 seconds, the Mike. I got you. I got you.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. In for the score. And the Redskins have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come on for you. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Go on. Come on, D. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. I'm coming for you. You Mike.
On first down, it's Haskins. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And that'll bring up second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now this throw caught left side. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Let's go.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Here we go. Set. 70 engine. Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 11 on play.
This is Jones. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Bang, 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 bang. Check. Go, go. Check. Hot route. Hot, run it.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 34-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this down to about the 30-31-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now Haskins. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 13-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. They'll run it with Jones. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Aaron Jones, touchdown number 15 of the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll run with Pollard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Pollard again. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins, and the grab by Croft. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. 56.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
We got 3. We got 3. We got 3. Showing it.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Pollard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards that time and a Washington 1st. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Pollard. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Tony Pollard, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. On third down, Haskins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Jones. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now it's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Haskins, third and long. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 on the Seahawks 12-yard line.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Washington, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.